Hello, and welcome back to Dice and Dreary Alive. I hope I'm coming through. The levels are moving, so I'm assuming it's working. We have the full crew back here again. I hope I put your names correctly on screen, and I did, yes.
If you didn't, there's nothing we can
do now.
I'll have to change voices completely.
So,
Heck no, you were supposed to point out that your name's spelled wrong.
is it spelled wrong? Did I spell it wrong there?
Oh, I don't know, but after the Artilicus incident.
I forgot about the Artilicus incident.
I didn't spell it wrong. He did.
If we want to go around very quickly and introduce ourselves before we dive in here, to my right is Illifar.
Hello, I'm Technofunk Boy. I'm playing Illifar.
Great. And to his right is Ronald.
Hello, I am not Technofunk Boy and not playing Illifar. No, I'm Ravenant. I'm playing Renald, the cleric.
And to your right is Chowda.
Hey everybody, I am Thrashputin, and I will be playing the Goblin Rogue Chowda.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. So, last time, the three of you had arrived at Graben Island, and I believe did you go to the graveyard and you returned the bones? I believe, is that correct? Like everything went
Correct.
well there. Okay.
Yes.
I meant to listen to the previous episode on our YouTube page, and then I got too busy creating maps that we will be looking at in the next few minutes. But I believe you talked to a couple people in town. Got the vibe that the Grabens are just kind of weird, but like no one's really too concerned. They don't seem like a threat or anything. Everyone's just kind of like, yeah, they own the island, and this is like technically their town, but like we never really see them around, but they're just kind of weird. And I believe all of you had gone up to the manor, if I'm not mistaken. You've headed to the manor and are approaching the front of it, or wherever you'd like to approach. I shared with you, but also on screen there is a picture of the manor. It is a sprawling 2-story estate, and from from your approach, you saw that there is a front door. There's on the front porch there, but it also appears like there's a side porch with a door that may be maybe an entry as well. But from the looks of it, it looks like no one's outside at the moment. If you guys have anything you want to do before you fully approach, you were, I believe where we left off, you were headed that way.
On second
Recently
thought,
deputized as well.
on second thought, let's not go there. Tis a silly place.
That's right. You reminded me, Thrash, about the fact that you are deputized by the sheriff in town, or the new sheriff, the constable. I mean,
Billy, right? That's what my notes say. Yes.
Billy the
Forgot his
constable.
Deputized by the new constable, Billy.
Why am I? Oh, we haven't rested. Have we rested since we got beat up by the wind?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm also hurt. Yeah. Cool. Fantastic.
Yes, we'll start this session fully rested.
I have down a bunch of sewing stuff. Everyone is pale. I put down William as the constable, not Billy. I am more polite.
How formal. Actually, we're close friends, so he told me to call him Billy.
So what is
what time of day is it?
it's midday. You know, it's not any in particular time, unless you want it to be later in the day for your approach. But
Should we sneak in at night?
It's more our style.
Especially, I don't see well in the...
It looks pretty quiet right now.
I say, I don't really see well in the daylight as I'm staring at a tree. I'm like, over here.
Ilifar, come here. That's another tree, buddy. Reynold, it's getting worse before it's getting better. I'm telling you that.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
So yeah, I think we would kind of try to stay in the woods and kind of observe for a while.
Okay, so you do give me perception checks.
Cool.
Oh,
14.
with disadvantage, I had a 19.
Oh, that's right. You're in the bright sunlight. So we've got an 8
Yeah.
from Renaud, 19, 14. Chowder, Renaud, you are don't pick up on anything as you're looking out across the yard. Chowder, you do notice that the side porch, there is it appears like someone comes out and sweeps the side porch and then heads back in. And Ilifar, with your 19, you do see activity within the windows. There are people home, but they're just inside.
Do I notice, like, perhaps one of the windows being to a less occupied room?
Let me see. Realizing that I don't have the maps up for me. That could be a problem. So it looks like the east side of the building, you haven't seen much activity in those front two the front rooms there to the east of the door.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to wait until nightfall? Or try to sneak in during the day, or just go up and knock on the door?
Well, I guess
Should
not
we
then.
should we wait till night? I saw somebody sweeping the porch. I think we could probably break in, grab the broom, attack somebody, get the rundown of the place.
And do we need the broom for that?
I do. Looks like a pretty strong broom to me. Dibs on the broom.
All yours, buddy.
Thank you.
You can probably even cut it down and make it shorter for you.
Heck yeah, now we're talking. It did look a little big.
Well, dusk is a few hours away. You could camp up here. You're in your current position. You're a fair distance away. There's pretty much just an open field, but the roads and everything are lined with trees. So you're in a spot you feel safe that you could hang out here for several hours if needed, and wait till nightfall, or also could easily head back in town. The choice is yours.
Probably be best to keep an eye out what's going on.
Yeah, as long as we're here, we can kind of do that. Remind me, why did we get deputized? What are we supposed to be doing?
We found out that from the Cooper Jeremiah that his brother was Jacob, one of the bodies we had.
Mm-hmm.
And the old constable, it was Duke, found the body of Jacob, which I have in my notes, but the new constable told us about that. So I think he needed help finding out who was behind the murder of Jacob and otherwise, and that's why he brought you and me and Reynald on as deputies, and we told you that at the end of last adventure that we were going to head towards the thread store, I think, from your lead that we had to go chase down, because you were seeing all these shipments of like threads and stuff that shouldn't have been coming through or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't do that, did we?
That's where we left off.
Yeah, you left off meeting, but I think one of you was coming from here, from this way.
Yeah, I was coming from here.
Yes.
Yeah, LFR was. So I think the last line we ended on was, I said, let's go deputize this thread store. And LFR said, that's not how that works.
Sounds like me.
So yeah, you could definitely go into town and talk to some people before nightfall.
We could probably either chase that lead tomorrow or today too, either way. So we could still keep an eye out here and wait till nightfall and check that out either way.
What is our goal in the mansion?
That's my question. It's like, okay, there's information that we can gain.
Yeah, what the
ghost wants us to do is kill people, right?
Yeah, what you know is that Jacob told the ghost of Jacob told you he was killed by Horst Graben. And the ghost of what is her name?
Madeline.
Madeline, yes, was killed by Lucretia Graben. You don't know about Charlotte, the little girl. She didn't have any info on any related to any Grabens there.
She was very unhelpful. I mean, just all in all.
But
not a helpful.
So that's the info. You do know that there are 2 murders that have happened at the hands of the Grabens. And then the new constable, they were invested. They had the case of Jacob, and they were reopening it because of Chowder and Reynald's info and smooth talking got them deputized.
Well, I do declare
to go and
it appears there has been another murder.
So,
okay. So then perhaps we need to. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's go talk to Thread Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go pull on that yarn.
The thread shop is downtown, and inside they have taken there's just large bales of wool that's being spun into threads and what was it, yarn and threads, and it is they also are you could see there is a man in the back who is running all this stuff through running all this wool through a threader. Is that what those things are called? What are they? Whatever the things that make the thread. He's spooling it, and up front is this woman who has a very intense look on her face as she is sewing some document or some garments, doing some like garment repair.
You almost said documents.
I almost said documents. She's sewing those documents.
She hand sews receipts for people.
But yeah, you 3 enter, and she says, "Yeah, just a moment," and she finishes up, gets to a stopping spot, kind of ties a knot. Cash only.
50 change 272.
She comes up and addresses, kind of looks a little taken aback at the three of you, the motley crew that you are. But then she says, "Yes, can I help you?" Well, don't all speak at once.
I'm suddenly realizing I don't know why we're here. As I look panicked to the other two. I'm just going to declare that was in character as well, because Paul definitely does not know why we're here.
We were trying to track. There was like a bunch of wool shipments and thread shipments that were suspicious. Like it seemed like they were, I don't know, Horse Graven was shipping bodies through or working with the thread people. So
Show
like,
her the badge first. She doesn't know who you are.
oh, I'm not. Thrash is talking right now. This is not a goblin.
Yes, that is correct. You got info that there was strange, large amounts of shipments of thread and fabric, like burlap, basically, like white burlap.
I'm going to start out with a classic Columbo maneuver that's going to throw her off immediately. We haven't spoken yet, so one more thing.
I'm sorry?
We got a lot of thread around here.
We're guest investigators, come from Baldur's Gate. I serve the Flaming Fist. And here's my badge. Lilu Dallas
title is
Multipass.
Investigator.
Investigator.
These gentlemen have some questions. We're helping out. We're helping out our friend Billy. You probably know him as William.
The constable. Yes,
Constable.
Constable Williams. Yes, that poor soul.
Oh,
and he's just in over his head.
Oh, that's
even in a small town like this. Yeah.
I know why we're here.
A lot of stuff going on here, huh?
Not anymore. Not over his head anymore. He's got backup.
I see. Yes. So, what can I do for you? Is there a problem?
Well, apparently a lot.
We heard you doing massive business for a small town.
I'm gonna take notes on the thread. As I write on my
My investigator's gonna take notes. Do not pay any attention.
Okay. Yes. We do order quite a bit of thread and some cloth for the Graben family. But they are, very wealthy and they keep us in business. So
that's great.
I don't see
the majority of your business is for the Gravens.
What. I'm sorry. What?
The majority of your business is for them?
I would say so, yes. The majority of it is for them, but we still do serve the community as well.
What is their most popular item that they get?
Well, they do buy a lot of this fabric, and she kind of puts her hand on this big ream of just basic, simple cotton. It's rough to the touch and looks very, cheap, really, but you would assume that this is something that would probably be used in burial.
Oh, okay. So, I know, all the bodies were in the ocean. Did we come across, any, in our 3 divings, was anything intact enough to have?
Why don't you give me just an intelligence check? Just see if you can match. I think we lost Thrash.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, no, I'm doing Thrash's work for him because he decided that he was sick of it.
He decided to freeze.
He doesn't like cotton. And
yes, you did find this fabric, shreds of it on the bodies you recovered.
Do they have other fabric in the room? Is there an indication that...
Uh-oh. He just messaged. His power flashed on and off. He's coming back.
likely. Now everybody's picture is messed up.
I know,
on the
we're all
stream.
messed
I'm
up
just gonna
now.
keep talking.
You just keep, yeah.
Is there other fabric in the room? Like, can we tell that this person is capable of making better cloth?
Oh yes, yeah. There is like very beautiful dyed cloths. It has a small section on the other side of the counter. She catches you looking at it, and actually says, yes, I see you're eyeing the purple silks that we have. The Grabens also enjoy that color as well. They not as often as they buy the cotton.
Yeah, I was going to ask. It's like this seems much more in line with their taste. It kind of surprises me that they'd order the other style.
Oh yeah. You know the Colin, I believe his name is it's the one that runs all of the shipping business for the Gravens. He kind of took over. As long as I can remember, he's been in charge of it. He swears by the cotton fabric, ships everything in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, claims it protects.
Colin, I haven't met him. Is he? Does he work for them, or is he?
Oh no, he is a Graben. Yeah, he's the older brother.
Oh, gotcha. You mentioned the constable's kind of in over his head. Is there a lot of strange happenings around town?
Oh, no more than the usual. No more than the kids running around, breaking the occasional window, tipping over the sheep. Oh, look! It looks like you're.
I think I'm back.
Yeah, it looks like your little friend there is blinking back into existence.
He comes back through the door and he's got more baked goods. He's like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't help it."
Welcome back.
Look at these spider cookies.
Perks of the job.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
While you were gone, there was just more questions being asked.
You'll never know the answer to.
You'll never know.
No.
No, it was about the cotton. There are this kind of rough, cheap cotton that the Grabens buy a lot of, but there's also some other nicer silks and fabrics here that are dyed and sewn here. And the purple silk is also pointed out, as the Grabens really like this deep purple silk.
I will, if it's available, I'll hold it up and say, "Does this bring out the color of my eyes?"
It looks wonderful.
Hold on. This is important.
Let me start ringing you up. It takes me some time to sew the receipt.
I rolled a 4 on charisma.
A 4 on charisma.
And so she goes, "No, it doesn't at all."
She takes it away from you and shakes her head. Now, officers? Deputies? What should I call you?
Officer deputy is fine.
Yes, officer deputies. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Please, this is Agents Ilifar and Chowder. I'm Special Agent Renaud.
I see. Is there anything else I can help you gentlemen with?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
When are you expecting the next shipment?
Oh,
for the
no, there was
Ravens?
one more thing.
The next shipment for the Grabens. Well, let's see. They come by twice a week. So probably in another day or two they'll be to pick up. She looks back. Harem, And the guy making all of that just spools of thread just as he's off the machine, and he says 2 days, they're coming back in 2 days, and he goes back to just spinning them. So she turns back to well, in 2 days they're coming to pick up the order. They'll probably send a courier from the town. They rarely ever see them. I think Colin has come in maybe twice in the past few years to update the business arrangements and kind of just goes on his way.
All right, we're going to need a copy of that manifest.
she starts sewing one.
You can pick that up in about 2 weeks. I'll have it ready for you. No, no, she.
Calligraphy, please.
Okay, I think it was in. Okay, I might be misremembering this, but I think it's in the Muppet movie, where like late in the movie, like the spools of film come undone, and I have a mental image. I think it's Swedish Chef who's running the projector, and he gets all tangled up in it. That's how I'm picturing Harem as a Muppet.
Yes,
with thread all over the place.
Just thread.
The Swedish accent.
Yeah, Swedish accent. Yes.
She goes through some papers that she has, and she pulls out the receipt, and it's just a large amount of reams of cotton fabric and a handful of purple silks, and there is several high collared black coats. Like
That would bring out the color of my eyes.
fancy coats.
About how many people are in this town?
Are you asking her, or are you just
Yes.
asking general? She says, oh, there's not many. There's maybe 200-300 people right in this small area. There's another 100 or so on the other side of the island in the fishing village out there.
And
Why do you ask?
Just wondering how many people you outfit around here. You mentioned a courier picking up the orders on the Graben's behalf. They use the same one pretty often?
Oh, just but usually it's Derek, but just whichever one of the local youths they can get for a couple gold to pull the cart up.
Sure. Is Derek a good kid?
for that much, I'd pull up the cart.
I think so. I think he's a pretty good kid. I mean, can't
You trust
prove
him?
anything, but like I said, sometimes the kids come through and make a mess of things and get into cause some trouble. But
As she's saying, sometimes the kids make a mess of things. You have Harem in the background just doing this.
I don't know if that's the kid. Anyway, I love your shop. Field of Reams is a great name. I think that's you can stick with that.
yeah, yes, that was Harem's idea.
Nice, Harem.
How much
Good
for
call,
one of these
buddy.
nice black jackets on here?
Of those quality, we're looking at probably about 65 gold. Because I do.
We all just let that sit there.
Yeah.
I do have two. I do have two suits left. These here I sewed specifically for the Grabens, but I do have some that I think could fit you, and we could take it in and.
Okay. I will nod and head in that direction.
That 65 gold jacket, does that come with 45 gold in the pocket? Because that seems like a Pretty steep.
Don't ignore him. He has no taste. You do not see fine workmanship.
She says, I
As
mean,
I'm
this
being
is.
hit in the side of the face with thread coming out.
She says, I mean, this is a silk waistcoat with tails and ivory buttons. I think 65 is a pretty good deal.
It is very good.
Do either of you speak Abyssal?
Are you saying that out loud?
Well, no, we've, been traveling for a while.
I don't think so. I do not. Common, goblin, and thieves can't.
Common and elfish. I would have thought that a drow would speak.
Yeah, like deep
Is there
speech
something they
or
speak?
something.
Is it elf? It's not elfish, is it? It's got to be like a evil elfish. That's it.
Evil elf.
Evil elfish.
Evil elfish.
Drows speak Elvish and Undercommon.
Oh, undercommon. That makes sense. I do not know undercommon, which is probably why I got kicked out of Mesobrands.
No one could understand. It was just a big misunderstanding.
They kept saying, Ilifar, grab the things for Lolth, and that way she'll be pleased with you for the first time in your life. And I'd be like, I don't know what you're saying.
Did you say you wanted the pin or the pen?
So are you getting your 65 gold coat?
Yes.
Looks pretty snazzy.
She takes some measurements. Yeah, she takes some measurements, gets it sewn up real nice. It takes, about 30, 40 minutes or so. You got yourself a nice suit coat now, nice silk suit coat.
What are its magical properties?
It has none.
No, but I look snazzy.
It looks snazzy. Yeah, that is the property it has. You can actually add snazzy +1 to it.
That's gonna come in handy.
Like y'all see me standing taller, and I keep like tugging at the sleeves, not in a way like I'm fixing it, but just
Very nice.
Yeah,
and I'm
rocking.
posing, but y'all don't know who for.
Harem is really enjoying it.
Harem gives you a thumbs up. Margaret goes back to sewing. She's got some orders still left to do that she's working on. You guys sticking around or heading out?
All right. Anything else we need to know? In town.
Well,
I say to the group. Although I shouldn't stop the DM from answering.
I was gonna.
I was just wondering why you paid for that cloak or coat. We are special agents. You could have just appropriated it.
Evidence.
Come on.
We're trying to make a good impression.
Since
Follow
when?
people. That way they don't see it coming.
Oh. So we're still inherently corrupt, but we're being deceptive.
Always.
I understand. Well, hiding in plain sight is certainly a tactic. But you stand out a little more than plain sight to me. That is a snazzy coat you got there.
As you're
It's not a bad idea. You can wear it inside the mansion when we break in.
Exactly.
Aye. All right.
Now, everybody in there is kind of pale. I am not.
You do notice people kind of glancing at you on the street, like, ooh. Someone walks by and you can hear them kind of say quietly to someone else, "That's a really nice jacket."
All right.
Act very imperious and don't
any
answer
of
questions.
them are attractive women. I'll say, "How you doing?"
They look kind of
That's the only pickup
confused.
line Ilifar knows. That's also the only pickup line Paul knows.
They look kind of confused and speed up.
Darn it, my inherent charisma deficiencies. The cloak cannot overcome.
It is getting close to evening, unless you had nothing else to do, and it could be evening right now.
That's how time works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else in town that I thought might be worthwhile.
Town is town.
Yeah,
Every time that cat stands up, it freaks me out.
Oh yeah, it jumps on
Watch
the
out,
back of my
Thrash!
chair.
I think the same thing happened last time.
He's the one who probably cut my power.
Yeah, town is town. There's the bar,
Thanks.
the shop, the fish market down by near the docks.
Look,
You just spoke to the tailors.
I've helped my situation as much as I can in town. It didn't work. Everybody keeps speeding up. Let's go steal and murder. And
Now we're talking.
whatever Reynald does afterwards.
Steal and murder is bread and butter. Let's get back to
Certain things you don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm happier not knowing that, actually.
All right. So it's dark out, and you're headed to the Graben Estates. At the estates, that is louder than I wanted it to be. Turn that down. Sound effects. There we go.
You know what? Let's head back to the bar. I hear sound effects over here. I don't like them.
Yeah, Barnabas wouldn't have sounds like that.
Outside at night, it is dark, and the house just looms over you. You can see a few of the upstairs lights are on, or there is light coming out from just a couple of the windows, like 2 out of the 7 that are across there. Are you approaching just the front, or are you guys kind of working your way around to scope the whole area out? What's the plan?
Yeah,
I like the look
ahead.
of those eastern rooms.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna try to roll stealth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before even that, as we're approaching, I'm trying to remember. I'll spend 2 key points to pass without a trace.
Okay.
Best spell in D&D.
Nice.
D&D 1 better not mess with my pass without a trace.
I'll just get it at 5th level.
All right. So what are the rolls we got here?
Stealthing?
Stealth rolls for everyone to scope the place out.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got with pass without a trace. I got a 29.
21 for me.
23
23. All right. So that's
with disadvantage.
more than enough for everybody to just disappear into the shadows. And around the outside, you can see that most of the lights that seem to be coming out of rooms are upstairs. There is, if you are looking at the floor 1 or the first floor map, room 4 has some lights on coming out of it, which is near the back east side of the manor, and also and actually that is at nighttime. That's the only lights that are on there. But the room 1 as well has some, like, there's some dim flickering light going on in there.
Is that like the entry?
Okay.
Yes.
I say it looks like an entrance hall, yeah, with like a staircase kind of thing.
Okay. Should we try to get in the opposite side then?
Probably.
Opposite side, yeah. Like room 8, you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
8 or 9. I think that's where the there's a porch over there. Is that? Do I understand that right?
Mm-hmm.
That's on the west side.
Is that the porch that they swept? I want that broom.
Yes, so over here, on this side, you guys approach, and you can see that there is a small porch. A few stools are out on the side there. Looks like someone, just sits right outside the door occasionally, but the door is shut, and the lights are all dark. You can see that this is just a simple side door. It doesn't look adorned or decorated in any way, just a simple wooden door. And next to it are some sort of garage type doors, and based off of your knowledge of homes and things, this seems like these would be like the where the ice is kept, like the cold room sort of thing, the refrigerator, if you will. You seem to be near the back, near the kind of the kitchen area, or the servants' quarters, if you had to take a guess from the outside.
Right. Check the door. See if it's trapped. See if it's locked.
See if it's give me an investigation.
This is a second edition game, I think. So everything's trapped. 2.
You don't find any traps whatsoever.
Don't we have a rogue that should be doing that?
Yeah, I was looking at
Yeah.
rogue.
Yeah. It's like, I can do that if you want me to, but it didn't look like I needed to. Absolutely.
What a good job, Billifon. No traps.
Hey, why don't you give me your investigation check? A 10.
Oh dear.
You also find no traps, and you go to try the doorknob, and there's an audible click, and everyone kind of, and then you realize that it's just the door unlatching, and you can open it freely. It's unlocked. So
Let's go in.
entering this room here, gotta bring my screen up a little more here so I can see where we are. So entering this room, you are clearly in the servants' wing of it. There is beyond the door is a narrow hallway, about 5 feet across. When I say narrow, but it's about 5 feet across, and it's still very nice, well construction and it's well cleaned inside. There is if you're looking at the map, there is a kind of an open hallway that leads to the north, to room 8, where it is completely dark, and in the darkness you can make out what looks to be a round dining table there, and to the south, the door to room 9 is closed.
That's what we think is the icebox, right?
Oh no, the icebox is right in the middle. Just as you came through, you can feel it. The metal walls and things are cold there. And there is a narrow servant's staircase that leads up here.
Ilifar will. Far's debating in his head. It's like, we know people want information, but our targets are actually going to probably be upstairs. So he's going to signal Chowder to check farther up. And Ilifar's going to just kind of slip halfway up to the stairs to the landing and just see what he can see over there.
Okay. So, Ilifar, start with you. Up on the landing between the first and second floor.
If there is any kind of like very, very large, like devilish figure in the stone with an open mouth, I put my head in it.
The music was perfect for that right there.
And what's sad is there probably was, and now I can't take it back.
No, and now you are dead. No, no, it's just a simple staircase. The walls don't have any decoration on it. They're sturdy wood and stone construction. It's a very well built house. But from the landing, you can very clearly see that this is this would be like the servants and housekeeping wing. You can see a number of rooms that on this hallway that the doors are shut. And it being the middle of the night, that makes sense. But you can see to the east is a hallway that leads out into the house proper, and you can see down it, and there's some dim light coming from one of the rooms across from the staircase. It's spilling out into the hallway. Chowder, back on the first floor, you move ahead a little bit and peek out. I'm going off of your guys' current, your most recent stealth checks here. But leaning forward, you can see that there is a kitchen up ahead, as well as a hallway that leads down to room 1, which is an open hall, and you can see that there's a fire in that room, in the fireplace that's lighting the room. But from your vantage point, you can see that room 10 is a kitchen, and down on into room 1, but there doesn't seem to be anyone here.
An hour later, we get Chowder out of the kitchen, and he's got like half a loaf of bread in his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm rating it completely.
Renaud, is there anything you're doing?
No, I think going upstairs might be our best bet.
Okay. I am.
We really are leaving him. That's awesome. This makes me happy.
He'll catch up.
So I'm going. Are you guys heading up and Chowder? Are you following?
Yeah, I think I pick up on what's going on. I don't really see anybody in my area, and I turn around and I'm trying to like silently do my signals to report that I don't see anybody,
Right.
and I see the back of both of them going up the stairs, and I'm like, and I just start running, kind of scurrying quietly to catch up with my party.
All right. So we are going to do something a little special for random encounters here. I have a random encounter list over here of things that'll happen. Some neutral, some good, some bad, but they get worse or higher risk, higher reward as the dice go higher. You're going to start at a 1d4, so that's what we're at right now. And basically every room I'll roll the 1d4 or have you guys roll one depending on, and then I'll consult the chart, and that's what will happen in that room. If you make make lots of noise, if you draw attention to yourselves or do something that would down the road draw attention, the dice goes up to 1d6, then 1d8, then 1d10. So I'm going to start this off. I'm going to roll a 1d4. 3. As you're approaching the top of the staircase there, Renaud and Ilifar, you're both being very quiet, and Chowder, you can hear he's still being quiet. He still had like what, a 20 something
21, yeah, for stealth.
21 for stealth, so he's still being quiet but much louder than the two of you, as you can hear him kind of his feet slapping on the wood as he comes running over. And at that moment, across from the top of the stairs, across the hallway, a door opens and someone is emerging in a white flowing gown. You guys have pretty much a split second to act here. What do you do?
Hide, I think. Maybe.
Well, if you stay put on you're like almost to the top of the stairs. If you stay put, whoever's coming out of this door will most certainly see you. You do have moment, and you have your stealth check to kind of move back in, like, to the landing, and depending on this person's perception roll when they fully exit the door, they might see you or not. But you guys have big stealth numbers, so
yeah. Let me pitch this idea, okay? So, like, in movie terms, like, it shows us coming up the stairs, and then the camera swings over, all right? And sees this person coming out, and it swings back, and Ilifar's gone. Where did he go? And it follows the woman wherever she's going, and then the camera tilts up, and Ilifar is like at the top of the wall, like holding himself up against the walls.
I love that. Yes.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And
I'll duck back down the stairs.
you can all, from your vantage point, see who emerges, and it appears to just be a woman wearing a nightgown that has a very high collar. That's like, from your vantage point below, you can't really see her face. You do see that her hands, she's very pale, and she is
totally gonna turn out to be a vampire.
Exits this room and kind of just walks down the hallway to the north, and heads into another room and shuts the door behind, and you hear some water running.
Does this look like a servant? Like, this is the servant wing, right?
That it appears that this was one of the servants that is going to the bathroom, either to wash up, use the bathroom, brush your teeth, things that happen.
Oh,
we are aware of things that happen in the toilet, Jeff. We appreciate the narration, though.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You mean it's not just goblins that do that?
Gosh, even the servants are pale. This is very disturbing to me. We are like level 5. If this is a bunch of vampires, we are so screwed.
Okay. This woman,
we're silver tongued.
This woman who walked down to the hallway, she did leave her door open. It is the door to the south.
All right, go see what you can find.
Yeah, I'll slip in and look around. I'm gonna look first, and then slip in, and then look further.
Give me an investigation check.
This is not my thing. My thing is, I got a 2.
A 2. You don't see anyone in the room, and it
much less that big guy standing right beside me.
Exactly. There's no one in the room, and peering in, it is surprisingly messy. There seems to be lots of sewing implements around on desks and things. There's needles and spools of thread, and just small pieces of this. Small pieces of like pale leather and then things spread out.
leather?
Yeah, fabric, leather, just all sorts of things. Like someone's been making lots of stuff, sewing, doing lots of sewing.
Okay. Well, I'll get out, seeing as I have thoroughly searched the room, and I know there's nothing further to find in there. I mean, you know, we don't. Well, sometimes we know when we rolled a 2 in real life. Sometimes we just feel it, but not always. And Elifar did not feel it, so I will come out confidently and give them the signal, like, you know. But I do know that she's going to be coming back soon. You know, depending on if it's number 1 or number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so, possibly farther down the hall.
All right.
We'll head
To the east, or are you heading
To the
like staying
east.
in the servants' wing?
No. We'll head more east.
Okay.
Past, get around the corner at least. That way, when she comes back, she won't see us.
All right. As you are heading out into the hallway, everyone roll a dexterity saving throw.
I told you, second edition.
12.
12 for Chowder. 17
21.
and 21. So, Chowder, you have the lowest. And so as all of you are heading down the hallway, Chowder, you step on a squeaky board just as the servant is coming back. And she she stops in the hallway when she hears this creaking and looks down, and you kind of lifts the candle she's holding up to look through the darkness there. She doesn't see any of you. You're all managed to hide, but she definitely thinks...
Chowder's pretending to be a stone gargoyle along the side of the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
She definitely thinks that was odd. And in game mechanic terms, you now have a D6 instead of a D4 for your rolls. I rolled a 4 on that D4.
Chowder, do you have dark vision?
I think I do. Let me check.
Okay.
So you next roll will be a D6.
This is important if he has dark vision. We need to find out.
I do.
Okay, you see the glare I'm giving you.
Yep, I definitely do. Loud. I see it very clearly.
Reynold, you're human, right?
Half elf.
Half elf.
Oh, you're half elf. Okay, all right. You all see the glare.
Where you're standing now, you're kind of in the hallway still, in between rooms 21 and 22. All of the doors here are closed. They are the two to the north are rather plain. They match all the other doors, but they are just plain. And the one to the south is a quite ornate door with a gold handle on it.
Do we recall like where the lit rooms were upstairs?
Why don't you give me a survival check to kind of remember that?
15.
15 is a 15 is you would think the rooms straight to the south is one of the lit up ones on this side. The others were to the far east.
Okay.
The east wing of the house is where the rest of them were on.
Well, if we're either going to get answers or get to our prey, I think we're leaving the servants' areas.
That was loud.
It's the sound that we just crossed into the main section and out of the servants' areas. That's what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Should we check in here?
Yeah, I think so.
Which
Sure.
room are you checking in?
The nice door. That's to the south, right?
The south, yeah, the south that leads to that kind of hallway between 20 and 14. So,
Right. I mean, we don't know that yet, but yes.
yes. But Ronald, were you saying something?
No, I just agreeing.
Chowder. Door. Your job.
Got it.
Chowder,
Nice door too.
are you investigating this door? Are you looking for?
I'm definitely gonna investigate that door. It's nice and shiny, and I love my gold.
Yeah,
Let's see. 17 on the
17.
door.
The doorknob is in fact gold. It is real gold. And it is unlocked.
How is it like every campaign I play, my partners end up with doorknobs in their pockets? And it's not just because they're happy to see me.
You never know when they're going to come in handy.
Yeah, my lock picking technique just removes the golden doorknob.
Yeah. That was literally Sprocket's lock picking technique too. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Like, what? They're not gonna need this. We don't either.
Let's see.
Are you opening
Yeah.
this door and heading in?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna find a way to try and see if it's open or
Yeah,
if I can get
it
it open. If
it's unlocked, and
perfect.
opens up, and you can see there's a small hallway that leads to not a small hallway, but it seems like there's like some closets and things right as you enter. But to the west is a dark room that, from with your dark vision looking in there, appears to be a bedroom of some kind. And to the east, there is light coming from that room, which appears to be a larger room, which from your angle here, you can see has a tile floor in it. And there are some some standing like candelabras along the walls. And why don't you give me a perception check real fast?
Sure. 15.
A 15. You notice some very deep purple cloth hanging from the wall in the back of the room.
Oh.
Smoke on the wall.
What do you do, Chowder?
Yeah, I think I go back and see if I can kind of quietly report that to the crew.
Yeah.
I think it might be.
Let's get
Yeah.
get out of this hallway and into this other hallway that runs perfectly parallel with the hallway that we're in. Seems like a weird design choice.
It's
It
more
really
of a
does.
connected room.
Yes.
And inside, though, are you shutting the door behind you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Inside, it is that the same room. 20 is dark. It is a bedroom. You don't see anyone in there, and
That's gonna be my question.
room 14 is lit up. It has a tile floor, and there is some purple silk hanging from the wall in kind of a tapestry form. And why don't now that you two are in here, why don't you both give me perception checks?
$11.
11 and 10. Yeah, you hear you hear the flickering of the candles that are lighting the room to the east.
The dark bedroom first.
Great sense.
I like it.
All right. In the darkness, all of you can see, but this room looks as if some sort. It looks as if a some sort of construction worker or something must work here, or there are shovels and pickaxes piled over in the corner. And then what's very strange is just a messy canopied bed made out of this deep oak and beautifully carved. These purple silken sheets on it with a large G emblem just embroidered into it. But it's weird to see these dirty tools over on the side.
I feel like as we're looking at the bed, all three of us say at once, "Gee."
Absolutely.
Is there a stone fireplace or something?
There is to the north, along the north of the wall.
Anything? Are they building a tunnel through the fireplace is what I'm asking. With these pickaxes. Just trying to find a way to word that, but that's what I'm looking for.
As you're looking...
No, I back up. I heard that noise.
You heard that noise? Yeah, these sound effects are going hard.
Yeah.
As you peer into the fireplace, Ilithar, you see that it's just a normal fireplace. It looks like it hasn't been lit today, but probably yesterday it was. And as you're kind of pulling your head back out of the fireplace, you look to your right, and from that lit room, you see the silhouette of a figure moving down the hallway towards you, holding a candle that's lighting its face.
Lighting what?
Lighting its face.
Its face?
Yes. It has... you can't tell...
Its face.
You can't tell who this is.
This is just...
They
we're
have
being
a...
generic. We're not indicating that this is a horrible monster that we need to kill.
Yeah, no.
Creature, yeah.
No, let me rephrase. You can't tell their face, who they are. They have a very high collar, a very nice silken coat, and this hat that is kind of covering the tops of their faces. All you could see is just kind of some flashes of pale skin beneath it, and this person walks down the hallway towards you. Just kind of bows low, very, very low and slow, and then exits out the door into the hallway, and you hear them walk away to the west.
Like that was like the bow was directed toward me?
Yes, to the three of you standing in the dark there.
As I look to the others.
Okay, I'm coming around on this thing.
And I think we're going to take a break right there, if you guys are feeling up for it.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's take we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Manor, and we're back. I'm gonna have to resize some things on the fly. Players. We have lost one of our crew, but we will carry on for a little bit without him.
He stepped on that trap in the room and
It's a catapult that launched him out of the manor. Like Looney Tunes style.
All right, that's.
He lands on Harem's thread spooler. He's like, come on!
Come on! I just spooled all of this.
he went with the its, as Roger says. Nice.
Hey, Roger. I'm just rearranging here. Go. Then final one. Me. And there. That's as good as it's going to be for now. All right. Oh, so we're back. What had just happened is you were investigating the fireplace, Ilithar, to see if there was digging a hole, I guess, is what you were looking for. But while you were there,
what the things are for.
While you were there, you saw emerging from the room to the east a strange figure wearing a like a not as nice as your jacket, obviously, but a nice black coat, and had very pale hands, a high collar covering its mouth, and they had this top hat that was kind of tilted down over their face. Then they bowed low to you and exited the door you came through and headed to the west. Left you all standing there in shock.
Ilifar, you know that thing?
No. Renault? Oh, goodness, he's in shock.
Renaud has not.
Let's keep going. We'll
Yeah, I don't like
go
the-
down the
feeling of this
corridor.
room.
Take another look in that room and see if anybody's in there. We didn't see anybody in there before, did we?
You didn't really look.
No.
You looked into the dark room first, but
Right.
did not see anyone in there.
We'll get down there, down the corridor, toward room 14.
Peering in, you see that this appears to be some sort of chapel or temple.
Oh, no.
There is an altar made of dark stone that sits on the close end where you just came through, right to your right.
Is there a statue of Strahd?
No, there is not.
Don't touch the orb.
No. There are large stained glass windows that are looking out through. It appears that this would have been the large windows right above the entranceway door. And the fire behind the altar is lit. That is lighting the room, as well as some candelabras that are lit around the room. And on top of this altar, this all made of this dark stone, there is a bound book that is resting on it.
Does the book have a title on the cover that would be helpful without touching it?
No title. There is
Normally
a
when you have to tie up a book, that means
there is a symbol on it that this kind of curved hump symbol. It is the same symbol that appears in the stained glass window as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you have religion, you can roll a religion check, and I'll roll for Renaud.
That so
Yeah,
it's
+1.
it's kind of it's interesting. In Norse mythology, the hump is the sign of Odin, and that's why we call it Odin's Day or Wednesday.
Hump
Hump
day?
Day.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I totally made that up right now, but it sounded good, didn't it?
It did. It's
It really did.
unbelievable.
You had me.
Oh, I got a nat 20 on religion. Yes.
All right.
Just make up some
Yeah.
crap about Odin, and I'm rolling well again.
This is an arcane text from the school of necromancy.
Oh boy.
So that's what you would know, Ilifar. This is a necromantic tome. Most likely, it is warded, so that only the owner of this book can open it. But inside, you would expect to find spells.
This section right here says, I prepared explosive runes today. As far as exits to this room, I know I can see the map. Is it one back out into the main hallway, and then both east and west?
Yes.
Are all the doors closed?
They are, yes. Except for the one you came through. Leading back out into the hallway.
Hey, Ilifar, when you looked at that book, you got a pretty unsettled look. What, based on the room, what is it, like how to start a cult for dummies?
It's... Well, I don't think any of us are surprised. It's necromancy.
Oh, of course. You know, that adds up, actually, a lot of the things that have been leading up to these rooms. So, yeah, that's it's not good.
Where are they getting... I have an unsettling thought.
Go on. Oh, you're just going to keep it to yourself.
What's his name? What's the captain's name?
Captain. Oh, Aubric.
Did you just say the captain's name was Cap?
No.
Yeah.
No, for a minute, I was like,
Aubric, yeah.
you said captain, and my brain heard constable. And so then as I was saying it back, I was like, the constable's name, but I said the captain's name. And then I had like the brain fart moment where it was like, it's not captain. It's what? It's constable. That's not who you're talking about. It's Captain Aubric Dreary.
It's weird that I went on a very similar journey and almost shouted out Billy halfway through my mental jog. So, yeah.
Yes.
Which is the constable's name. by the way.
Aubric.
Yeah, okay.
The reason I asked how many people were on the island is it doesn't seem like the amount of cloth they are getting from this island that they're using. I don't think like the population of this island can provide that many bodies for them. Is Albrecht bringing their victims to them? That would mean us.
Oh, God, yeah.
Gosh, I want to kill that guy so bad. I cannot wait till he's alive again so I can kill him again.
You know who would never do this to us? Spooky Delton.
Spooky's completely innocent.
Spooky had no hand in this. But
When this
Albrecht...
is all over, Spooky's the only one
Oh, yeah.
that survives.
Everyone else is gone. And then we can have a seance for the rest of the crew, led by Spooky Delton. Spooky would love this room, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Ilifar, this is looking like we having a big old joke played on us.
Well,
The dangerous kind.
I'd like to stay out of the main corridor, and if we can keep moving east without going out into the main corridor. Let's check that door. And by let's, I mean you.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. As you shove me. Like, I know what you mean. You would,
he's like sneakily rolling our encounters without even telling us.
Every room. Hey,
know, right?
Just every room.
We're
Expect
up
it.
to a D8 now.
We're still on. I thought we're on D6.
No, you moved up to a D6 because of that encounter you had with the figure in the hall.
Mm-hmm. But we're not at a D8 yet, right?
No, you went from 4 to 6 for the first one in the hall, and then the one that right before we took a break took you from 6 to 8.
Yeah,
and I just rolled the 8.
You were the fault we got to 6.
Yeah.
And then that crazy guy was the fault we got to.
Creaky floor. I got you. Yep. Almost forgot.
What happened was both of those times you rolled the just automatic move up a die. So those were just encounters, but that were just increasing your threat level. That's what happened behind the curtain.
I don't like this little game you're playing with us, Jeff.
D8. I was gonna say I could show you but that would defeat the purpose of the random table because you're not supposed to know what you get.
Right. We got a 2 this time.
You got a 2 this time though.
All right. Can you check the door? What kind of door is it? Is it?
This is a fancy door.
Fancy. It's fancy.
Fancy door, my favorite. Do I need to roll investigation or anything like that, or is it?
Yeah,
just still
go
being
ahead
and
give me your investigation.
Every 2 doors, your initiative goes down by 1 as you're getting more heavy laden with doorknobs.
An 8.
I have a +7 to investigation, so that was a nat
That
one.
was a natural one. You find this door unlocked as well.
Let's peek through.
You open it up.
We're cracking it, you know.
Peeking through. Give me a perception check.
We're not like Aragorning our way through it. Just
Right.
But I will
There's
like
two
switch
sets
my
of
hand.
eyes. Yeah.
Even peeking up.
10.
A 10?
Perception.
What'd you get for perception? Or here, I will roll Ronald too.
I was too busy swishing my hair to perceive. Here.
Renault.
8.
8.
I was definitely too busy.
8
Yeah,
for you,
definitely.
Ronald. Ronald is the first to kind of enter the room and look around, and he finds that it is like the other one, dark and empty. This one also looks messy, as if it's been lived in, but it is also very filled with very expensive, valuable things. And even though he is not here to roll his D100, but I'm going to do it for him.
This room is right up Chowder's alley.
90.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the thief.
Drooling.
I'm the killer.
Yeah, I'm drooling.
Renaud does other things we don't talk about.
Do you remember that well that was like 1 foot of water, and I saw a little bit of gold at the bottom, and I dove right in like Scrooge McDuck? Never forget.
Renaud finds
Chowder.
on a stand on a table nearby an ancient arrow of elven design that we'll have to remind him to add to his inventory. I wrote it down in my notes.
Elven.
You were.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it mine too. Elven arrow of ancient design. That sounds cool.
An ancient arrow of elven design.
I reversed it.
Yeah, I'm not changing that.
But the two of you come in behind him, and it is a dark room. It looks like someone has lived here for some time, but similar to the other rooms you found. Various things on tables, but lots of sewing equipment. Lots of sewing going on here. Thread and needle have been found in almost every room thus far.
Something weird going on here.
There seems to be yet another eastern exit. Is that correct?
There is, yes. This exit. Are you going through the door?
No. With that sound, no.
Yes.
I mean,
we peeked and
Chowder, do I have to ask you every time? This is your job.
I'm gonna go peek through the door.
Give me an investigation check, Chowder.
Like whenever you need somebody murdered, you don't have to say, Ilfar, do you mind murdering this one? Like I just do it. It's my job.
nat 20 on that one.
Chowder, you got a nat 20 on this one, so you get really detailed with this. Not only is this door unlocked, you do notice a very faint light coming from underneath it, and getting on the floor, you're able to peer underneath the floor, and you can see that in the room just beyond here, it appears to be the entrance to kind of a walk-in closet, but there is another door at the other side that is closed, and there is a light coming on from in there, like a door within the closet.
Aha. Illifa, I think I found like a secret chamber.
That says, sure locked it. Which is ironic because it's not locked at all.
Mm-mm. It's unlocked. You can safely open this door, and you can see that it is in fact a small hallway that connects this room to whatever is beyond that door with the light on. But to the north of it is a to the north is a walk-in closet with many outfits hanging up. Also, with your 27 Chowder, when you were looking under the door initially and you saw the other door with the light coming through it, you saw movement across it as if someone is walking around in there.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'll kind of signal to Ilifar like, there's someone in the door. Past the closet.
There's somebody in the closet or in room 16?
Shh.
Illifa!
That's Paul asking the DM.
In room 16.
Okay. Can I try to like peek underneath the door, see what I can see?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
As soon as that happens, the door opens and hits me in the head.
Like, also, did I see any cool clothes in the closet?
Why don't you give me a perception check as well for that? A 13. You can't see who it is over there, but they seem to be pacing, and every now and then stopping at a desk, and you can hear scratching or writing of some kind, and then pacing again, kind of murmuring to themselves sometimes and going back and writing things. What did you get? You got an 8 on your perception?
Yeah.
You find all very nice clothes, but none of it fits you, unfortunately.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean you couldn't take one of these silk coats. They look like the coats that were being made in the tailor shop.
I do put on one very briefly and just say, I'm Illifa. I look fancy.
There's also a cello player in there too.
Yes, absolutely, Roger.
This is likely somebody that we're coming for, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I think this could either be necromancer or a Graben or both in the same package. Dun, dun, dun.
We're running out of space and we don't know anything yet, except that they're weird and probably undead. Do we confront this person?
I don't see any more information from the other rooms besides thread and... Or we can't connect the dots without talking to somebody. I think it's a good shot.
Okay. Here, crack the door open and tell them. It's like, sir, when you're needed in here, and I'll hide in the closet and then get him from behind.
Okay, so you want me to do the distraction just very quickly? How at the ready are you going to be? Because it's pretty going to be vulnerable there for a while until you do the pouncing and the killing it.
You head over here. You go.
Yeah.
You like creep in. It's like, sir, you're needed in here, and then walk back, and then he's gonna come, and I'm gonna come up behind him and grab him by the mouth. But he probably will bite me, and it's probably going to kill me with some sort of necromantic.
This.
Did you say
it's
piss?
not one of your better play.
Don't piss from the mouth. Like, how many times do we tell you this?
No,
this is not the way other people behave.
I don't understand non-goblin anatomy. I don't understand how you guys do much of that. But I will distract him if that's what you need.
All right, and I'm going to slip in between the coats in the closet with this one.
Nice. Why don't you give me?
So I do
a stealth check.
Yeah.
With a stealth check with advantage.
Nice.
Oh, wait, we still have Pass Without a Trace. Oh, good. That was...
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay, 19. I rolled a 9 and an 8. I'm glad we had Pass Without a Trace.
19.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's with a +7, people. That's... I rolled a 1 and a 2.
So, and then what are you going to do, Chowder? How are you going to pull this off?
The ill-fitting clothes that I see around me, I am going to grab my favorite, color one, and I'm going to put it on, and it does not look at all like it's supposed to. But I decide to enter. Yeah, Chowder's is red.
I like how you answered that so matter of factly, like you considered this. Like this
of course.
Has been.
Absolutely. I think he's got like in his design, he's got like a red bandana kerchief type deal, and he's got some kind of cool red accentuation. So I think I'm rolling with that. So we'll throw that on, and then just enter the room and say,
"It's clearly like way too big. Like the sleeves are just hanging down."
I look like a kindergartner at the first day of school who's wearing like a second grader's hoodie, older brother. I'm just like,
you need it in the main room, sir.
Give me a deception check with disadvantage for ill-fitting clothes.
Yes, absolutely. 16 on the first one.
Oh, come on.
A
9 on the second one.
Immediately, this pale man turns towards you. And just says, "Who are you? What are you doing?" As you dive back in, why don't you give me an acrobatics check or athletics,
sure.
like your choice of like diving back.
Acrobatics for sure.
Acrobatics. So jumping
21.
back in 21. You jump back through the closet effortlessly. As this man immediately follows you, like very quickly, grabs the door, yanks it open, and comes walking through. And now, Ilithar, why don't you give me a surprise attack on him? Are you just trying to grapple him?
Yeah.
So give me make a strength check.
This was poorly planned.
No, I think it's great.
That'd be a 1.
A 1. Oh my god, he rolled a 1
my
as
part of
well.
I knew my part of the plan was effective.
Even though he rolled a 1, he does have a +3 to his strength.
Oh, no. I rolled a 3. I have a -2 on strength.
Even better. So he immediately breaks free of your grip, and we are going to roll initiative.
Like, there's no way for us to recognize any of these people, is there?
No.
I got 13.
11.
I've got a 7.
Yeah, I agree with Roger. That was classic Three Stooges.
All right.
Imagine I probably put on one of his own shirts. It was like trying to pretend to be a servant. It's like, who's this goblin wearing my clothes?
This man immediately let's see here. So this man immediately breaks free from your grip, Ilithar, and he shoves you away deeper into the closet. I'm gonna make a strength for him, and you can make a dexterity saving throw. 11.
26.
Oh yeah, you managed to dodge his dive forwards, but you do notice that after he pushed you back and you kind of stepped back, he has drawn a knife, or rather, what looks kind of like a sharp, like letter opener with ornate gems on it.
When he pushes me,
I want that knife.
can I be like flung to the wall, but like I spin around, and then like as I'm hitting the wall with my feet, I go in super duper like Zack Snyder slow motion, you know, and I just like hit the wall with my feet and as I prepare to spring forward again, all anime like.
Yes, with a 26. Yes,
That's awesome.
and it is in fact your turn. You can now spring forward with your 13.
By the way, I hate playing barbarians, but monks are kind of rad. Just because I can say all sorts of weird crap about what I'm going to do, and then
It just makes
it's
sense.
great.
Yeah, it does. That really is cool. With a move like that, I think Chowder's clapping through the over-length shirt. You can't see his hands yet. He's trying to get out of that. But that move was impressive.
Okay,
Lafar, what do you do?
and I just said I love doing a monk, but I always forget. How many attacks do I actually get?
I'm gonna guess 2.
Was it-
and if you can use like both hands or as weapons, then you can use a bonus attack to make a 3rd.
Yeah, I think that's the way. All right. So he springs forward and like in midair just twists around and swings the sword around, and then spins completely around and like elbows him to the face, and then lands and like sweep kicks him.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. So yeah, that's just gonna go perfectly.
Yeah, you called your shot.
Oh, 21 for the sword. That's got to hit.
Okay.
That's a hit.
For 10.
All right.
And then 25 for the elbow to the jaw.
That's a hit.
for 10. Oh, dang, I'm
dude.
rolling really well on my D6s. And then 19 for the kick.
19 is a hit.
Nice.
For 8.
8. Damn. All right.
Ilifar.
This is why I
That was
love being a
amazing.
monk. Nothing hits exceptionally well, but it's a lot of fun to describe.
He gets staggered backwards a bit, rolls a dexterity save of 18, so he manages to stay on his feet. But are you staying put where you are, Ilithar?
Yes.
All right. Chowder, it is your turn.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Okay, I end by like doing this, and then I'll go.
Chowder, you are back closer into room 15, watching all of that happen. Kind of just get kick punched backwards into the little hallway between these rooms. But you could very easily take a step forward and be within melee range of this person. What do you do?
Yeah, if I was about to say if they haven't seen me yet. I was the distraction that they dove after, so they've definitely seen me. That was a great lead-in. So
I feel like Chowder's considering
letter
this.
open.
I don't know if they saw me. Maybe I could just.
I really don't think he saw me. I think he just saw a floating shirt and wanted to investigate.
No, I am going to look at his letter opener, and I'll say that's not a letter opener, and I'll hold up my rapier.
This is a letter opener.
And we'll start with there. 18.
That's his hit.
11 piercing.
11.
Was not a sneak attack. And then follow up with the dagger.
All right.
12.
12 is a miss.
Okay. All right, and then I try and just twirl my rapier and do the same thing as Ilifar, but not nearly as cool.
Renaud, we're going to have make a crossbow attack.
Nice.
From the room 15 in with a 20. That's definitely a hit.
Heck yeah.
And that is 3 damage from this crossbow.
Using my automatic flamethrower crossbow.
I don't.
emote that-
Like you gave him one emote for every point of damage. That's
That's
going to
that's
does a lot more damage when he's here.
pretty unsustainable.
Yeah.
It is this person's turn. They got kicked in the face.
This is all happening.
This is all happening in the closet. This is very John Wick of like happening in this is just like getting punched and sent back in like a confined area. Ilithar, you see
I swing him around and slap him with all the sleeves.
Action Closet 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I got to tell you, a movie called Action Closet 2, and it turns out to be like an action movie. There's going to be a lot of disappointed dudes in that theater.
This figure gets up, and Ilithar and Chowder, you both have very, very good views of this person now. And you can see that they are quite pale in complexion. This person has very nice hair, well dressed. You'd have to say you'd say probably they are in their maybe like 50s, kind of salt and pepper, distinguished,
Or 900s because they're undead.
and you see them their jaw looks to be broken, like off to the side a bit, and you see them kind of push it back into place. And then he lunges at you, Ilithar, with his dagger. Does
guys.
a 9 hit you?
I was about to say almost any number you roll is going to hit me, but not that one.
And how about a 23?
That will, yes, absolutely.
That seemed to hit.
You take 7 damage from this letter opener as it pierces you in the side. Next, Ilithar, it is your turn to react.
All right. Ilithar is going to, like, as soon as he gets hit by the side, he's like going to jump out of the way, and then as he comes back in, I think as he goes back, gonna side kick him, and then come in from above, first with an elbow coming down, and then the sword right behind it.
All right. Give me your attacks.
All right, for the kick, it's 15.
15 is a hit.
Oh, okay. All right, 10. Ooh. Holy smokes, like every time I roll a d6, I'm rolling a 6. This is great.
10.
Nice damage, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
And then spinning up, elbow, gonna try to knock that jaw back out of place
Yeah.
with a 19.
That's a hit.
For 5. I jinxed it. That was a 1 on my d6. That was completely my fault. That was and then the sword swipe with an 18.
18 is a hit.
And okay, I
10
rolled another
damage.
6, so 10 damage. I rolled another 6. I set things aright by admitting my fault and bragging about
There
my
you go.
6. But now I'm bragging about my 6 again.
As the
You have to restore balance.
as the sword comes down for that final blow and striking him in the shoulder blade, it passes through, and his arm holding the dagger falls to the ground.
Nice.
Oh, if that arm comes after us, I'm gonna be so mad.
He's still standing in front of you.
Can I
Chowder.
grab? Yeah. Can I try and
Ask
grab
him-
the dagger out of?
Ask him what his name is.
Yeah, you're going to grab the dagger out of the hand on the ground.
Yeah.
You
Say, hi, my name is Chowder. What's your name?
Okay, I will. Hold on. I want to introduce myself when he's not holding a knife, even on the ground.
give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As you reach for the dagger, the arm begins to flail about.
Told you. I should have called it.
15.
A 15, you are sliced by this dagger, and you take 5 damage.
Oh.
The arm continues to flail. Renaud, he's gonna move in and hit with the. Actually, no. Let's use a spell of his. Inflict wounds.
Oh, that one's a big one.
12 is a miss.
No, it's not a big one at all. It's terrible.
No,
It's a terrible spell.
terrible spell. That's a miss. This person has no arm now. They're staggering backwards. They look incredibly hurt. Strangely, there hasn't been any blood. And they are going to lunge forward with
Sharp, pointy teeth.
their only other hand, kind of swinging to kind of trying to grab you, Ilithar, since you're right in front of. And a 6. Does a 6 hit you?
No.
They miss and stumble forward to the ground. Ilithar, what do you do? They've fallen prone in front of you.
By chance, is your name Horst?
He's gonna say, "What?" Like painfully.
All right. It is. This pains me to do. It pains me to do, but it is required. It's part of the D&D social contract that I say, "Do you need a hand down there?" And then I will stab him.
All right. Give me your attack with advantage because he is prone. A 26 is pretty good.
26 to 26.
26 to 26.
Wow.
So yeah.
Ooh, 10 damage.
10
That was
damage.
at 6 again.
Heck yeah.
Your knife sticks into him and he falls lifeless to the ground.
Check his wallet to see if it says horse graven.
You don't find a wallet on him.
Was the other arm still flailing with the knife?
When you dealt that killing blow,
Still cutting me.
the arm went limp as well. And now, sitting here in this closet quietly, most certainly are now up to a D10 in your next roll. But you get a closer look at whoever this was. They had nice clothes, well dressed, and before you tore it up and sliced through it. But you get a good look at the arm, and it appears as if it was sewn on. You can see thread that had ripped off of his arm. And looking closer at his body, you find very neatly done, but still rather obvious stitches all over his skin. It appears that he is stitched together.
I am very busy looking at the hole in my new jacket where he stabbed me in the side. He's like, "Oh, come on. I just bought this." It's all bloody.
Well, there's plenty of thread, needle and thread around in this place.
Is there anything on him?
Nothing on him, just that fancy letter opener, which doubled as a knife. Is
that a +2 knife?
It is
I
not.
was about to say I might take that.
It is just a fancy looking knife. The door from which he came and into room 16 is open. And there's light.
Let's put him in the closet real quick, and then we'll go see what he's writing.
Yeah, good call.
Inside this room, it is lit by several candles on a desk where there is some papers stacked up and a few quills. A neatly made bed, again with this canopy and the G emblem embroidered on the cloth of it.
Once again, we all circle around and go, "Gee." Do that until you quit telling us about it.
Just wait till you get to the GW embroideries. That's the G Willikers. This room is very neatly done. The desk with the papers on it, as you head over, you see the what he was writing was on some stationery that had the Graben family emblem along the top, and it was it looks like he was working up some sort of business deal, some new shipping route of some sort, but the paper was signed Colin Graben.
I knew it was going to be Horst.
looking through the other papers on the desk, it appears that Colin dealt with the business side of everything.
That's what the lady at Field of Reams said, too.
How old is this house?
This house is the oldest one on the island. It was here before all of the whole village was here.
Was it
Hundreds
wood
of years.
construction?
What's that?
Generally wood construction? Or
Wood and
is-
stone.
some sort of-
Yeah. It's, wood paneling, but it is a stone. It is sturdily built. Why?
Okay. Like, how easy would it be to just, like, completely burn this whole thing down?
I mean, it would
Valid
go up
question.
in flames because it is like, the first floor would probably survive the best, but you haven't seen much of it, simply just because of the stone foundation. But these upper floors are mainly all wood and would probably burn.
With as pale as the servants are, I'm kind of wondering, like, everyone here is undead.
It certainly
I still
explains
would-
why they need all the thread.
Is there any indication in these documents as to where they might be getting their bodies?
Why don't you give me an investigation check?
That's my middle name is Investigation. My first name is I Suck At. And I rolled a 3.
A 3? Yeah.
Reynald, take a look at these for me.
All right.
Yeah, right. I have a +7 on investigation. It's worth a shot.
Ronaldo only has a +1.
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Chowder.
I try to give him to Reynald because I don't respect you.
I know.
You grab him like, hey, here it is. It's right here. And I'm like, whatever.
Come on, dude.
Chowder. I feel like Chowder puts on some glasses. Like, let me take a look at these. Just like,
Yeah, like a jeweler's loop.
yeah, let me take a look. I know my documents. You find, Chowder, that there are some papers on here that are routes to several islands around in this area. With a 22, the most that you can get is that there seems to be one place that is one island that is gone to frequently, but the cargo is never listed on this one, and that is to Toddstein Island, which is what you recognize as what Aubric was supposed to be delivering these bodies to.
Were there any like missing parts to the skeletons we were picking up?
There were not. No, you found complete skeletons. Trying to think. I've totally lost it. I had another item I was going to tell you, but
Is there anything in the notes, Chowder, about some current arrangement with Albrecht? Like some indication that he is currently shipping for the Gravens.
Chowder, you don't find that in here. There's just a few documents, but there's definitely evidence that these documents are part of a much larger, comprehensive bookkeeping somewhere. Like these are not these were just taken from the larger file of the full business report. So you know it probably exists. It's just not here.
Ilifar, I think we're dealing with a grander scope than just this empty graveyard we got on this island. This thing's pretty big.
Yeah, that's what concerns me. Like there's no way that they're just like, why? I think there's something that Albrecht is not telling us. Like, why the 3 particular bodies that we were dealing with, why were they intact? Like, if they're digging up bodies here to use their bodies, why then ship bodies to Toddstein Island?
Yeah, that doesn't
I mean,
add up.
even if you use an arm or something, like why not just put them back in the ground here? Why ship them off? But those 3 ghosts that we dealt with were intact. I don't understand why.
As you're sitting here mulling this over, there's a faint knock at the door of the room that you're in here.
Crap, he rolled a 10.
And you hear a soft voice say, "Colin, is everything okay? I heard some noise."
Is it a female's voice?
It is, yes. It sounds like an older woman.
I point to the door and say,
Hide. Let's hide. Are you gonna hide or am I gonna hide? Okay, with me.
No, like you turn around and like, are you gonna hide? And you look back and I'm gone.
Yeah, you're calling.
Hold on.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
I guess
Roll
we're
the
hiding.
13. I did not roll concentration earlier.
Oh, when you got hit?
Yeah, that's Constitution,
Rolling
isn't it?
Yeah.
Stealth.
I'll go ahead and roll it. I rolled a
26
17.
for
That
stealth.
probably kept my concentration, right?
Yes, that did.
Okay. All right. So then I rolled a what was it? 23.
23 and a 26.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me see. Give me 1 second. All right. Perception. Where is her perception?
Normally with the eyes, but sometimes with the ears.
An 8 is not enough. The door opens, and there is a woman in a purple kind of flowing nightgown. That same deep purple that you saw back at the tailor's shop, and this woman looks maybe in her 60s about, and she peeks in. Nice.
Deep purple.
She peeks in, and she kind of looks around the room. You two are hidden, and you hear her say, "Colin." She says, and then kind of steps back, kind of pulls her head back out of the room and quietly shuts the door. And you hear her walk to the west, down the hall. Where were the two of you hiding?
I jumped up in one of the hanging shirts. So I'm just I'm small enough to just be like in the chest of a hanging shirt. Just like, yeah, you can't see my feet. I'm just like suspended, yeah. In one of the closet shirts.
Yeah.
And Ilithar, where were you?
Oh. Is there like a sofa or anything I could have like
Just
dove behind? Yeah.
Chowder, roll me a D100.
All right, let's see. is.
47. All right. You are up. You're up inside this jacket, hanging on to the coat hanger. Is that how you are?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And so as you're hiding there, and you hear in the other room the Colin, is everything okay? The coat hanger begins to crack a little bit as under your weight, and you hear the door shut, and she's walking away just as it breaks, and you kind of tumble quietly to the ground below. But amongst all of the debris, falling at what fell out of the pocket of that coat you were in is a small spell scroll.
Ooh.
You have a level 6 spell scroll.
Nice. Add that to my notes.
We will figure out what the spell is once you have a chance to read it.
Right. Of course.
Or we'll put it in their inventory and never look at it.
Never look at it again. You're right. We should right now do this. Hold on.
No, I'm joking.
Hold on. Where is spells? Spells. View all. And roll me another D100.
Okay.
And I will go to level 6. Spell level 6. Filter that.
A 12.
All right, we'll do a 12. And I'm going to organize it. Waiting for, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have
They were vampires.
You gain, what is this from? Elemental Evil Player's Companion. You gain a spell scroll of the Investiture of Wind. This is a spell that will give you flying speed for 10 minutes, and ranged attacks have disadvantage on you, blah, blah, blah. I'll send you all the details.
It sounds like
Nice.
the spell I cast after eating Mexican food.
Investiture of Wind. Ranged weapon attacks made against you have disadvantage on the attack roll. You gain a flying speed
Nice.
of 60. If you are still flying when the spell ends, you fall, unless you can somehow prevent it. You can use your action to create a 15-foot cube of swirling wind centered on a point you can see within 60 feet. Each creature must make a Constitution. So basically, it's like a what is the thunderous blast? That's basically, you get that spell as an action. You can fly, and ranged attacks have trouble hitting you for 10 minutes. That's the spell scroll
This
you found.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That was courtesy of that 10 that I rolled. That 10 is the treasure
Nice.
roll, and so.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
right.
But I think
Go 10.
we are going to wrap it up there for the evening. You guys have avoided being caught by whoever this woman was as she peered in to this room, and you heard her head off down to the west. And that leaves the two of you, or the three of you, actually, in this room. And we'll pick up there next time. So signing off.
Nice.
We'll start with you, Chowder. Thrashbutin, if you'd
Sure.
like to plug anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody. I am Thrashbutin. I also stream on Twitch. I am in the end game of Odin Sphere. I've still got a few big baddies left in Armageddon to finish that out. I have been calling it a year of the sphere lately, but it is starting to feel like career of the sphere. So we're going to possibly use that title next time. But yeah, once I finish that, I'm going to start doing mini adventures, a blast from the past, doing some PlayStation 2 games. just different one each week, and kind of have a fun like roulette wheel set up for what game we're going to play.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so looking forward to that. Stay tuned and come hang out on Horn Mountain.
Awesome. And Techno.
Hi, I'm Techno Funk Boy. Please come hang out with me. I think we have Hearthstone of Karana next week.
Next week. Nice.
You should. I probably should double check that and remind everybody because it sounded like you did not know.
No.
I'm very excited because on Thursday, now no one gets to see this. This is not a public game, but Dragonlance game is coming up on Thursday, and the where we left it was the characters were searching this room, and as they did so, they accidentally grabbed the leg of the invisible wizard who was standing right in the corner watching them the entire time. So we're going to have that encounter and very likely a dragon fight too. And so that's going to be intense. I like my dragon fights in Dragonlance. That's what it's there for.
Nice.
And and last time they found a lance. Finally, we've been playing for like 2 years.
So you got a dragon and a lance. That means it's
Dragon
over, right?
Dragon
Like
and a lance.
You did it.
No, it's great.
now was this somebody
but,
named Lance or an actual lance?
There's a sword. There's a
the
sword
wizard named Lance. That's the leg they grabbed.
Right, yeah. Hi, I'm Lance.
Hi, I'm Lance.
It's time to die.
This is my dragon.
This is my dragon.
Right, exactly.
His name's Lance too.
Not Lance 2. It's also Lance.
Yeah, this is what they don't understand. Is like the BBEG is a dragon named Lance, and that's why the game is called Dragonlance. Spoilers.
I have no problem with this if any of this is true. I wish it were.
I learn something every day.
Thrash, have you not read Chronicles? Dragonlance Chronicles?
No.
Oh, get on that.
Yeah, I need to.
Dragonlance Chronicles is, first of all, just first-rate fantasy. Not even first-rate D&D fantasy. It's just first-rate fantasy.
Heck yeah.
And it's great. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a Wednesday music stream,
Cool.
assuming my voice keeps up. But
Nice.
it's going to be Freedom Stream, where we're going to do all breakup songs and be happy. So yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Excellent. Yeah. And as far as for me, Dyson Dreary's still on a hiatus, but not for much longer. First episode of season 4 has been edited. And
Not composed.
Not composed, but edited. Working on the second and third episodes this weekend, trying to get ahead of everything. But September the 7th is when the episode will be airing. First episode of season 4. As we bring
season 4, final season,
the fourth and final season. Yes, we've already recorded the ending. So
Nice.
It might be the end of the Curse of Strahd story. Maybe not for Crethin and Sprocket. We'll see. You know.
Well, I mean, it's definitely gonna be for Crethin because he died.
We've said too much. We've said too much. But yes.
Oh no.
Thank you, Commander Roger, for the bits, and thank you for sticking around. And thank you everyone else who stuck around. Have a good night.